Sometimes in life, you have people that have similar characters or describe things maybe almost like you. So I come across this video. I want to share it now. This lady called, okay, I don't want to say, but this lady said she talked about her one of her boyfriends or whatever, the way they used to do it and how they do it inside the bank, and where she work. So how she enjoyed it even in the party in the that is I mean. So it shows me that sometimes there's similarities in lives. You know that you get some men or some men, women who behaves like you or have similar characters like you. So when she was talking this, I was like, wow. I first wanted to say that it is me, but because her type, because I tried something like that in the bank in Nigeria. So you know, you see a lady, she just fall in love to you. Yeah, you see a lady, she will just say, "Man, I like the way you laugh." It happens to me several times. I like the way you talk. I like the way you act. It happens. So, but this one, even inside the airport, even inside the plane, I love it. So, listening to this beautiful princess or damsel to hear her story, how she used to do it inside the bank and so many places, not only in the bank, but she's a banker. Oh, yeah, see you back.
How did this happen?
Oh, okay. It happened like last year. It was a guy that I'd always liked, a customer I'd always liked. So I just talked to him randomly about stuff like that. I think we had texted on WhatsApp for a bit, and he wanted to come on a day, and I was like, okay, no, this is way past work hours. Nobody will let you come in, and I did not have to start making exceptions with security for him to come inside. I mean, for what exactly? He wasn't going to make customer service or anything. He wasn't coming to deposit cash, so there was really no reason for that. So we scheduled for the next day. The next day comes, and you know when you just make a decision to want to do something.
Yeah.
I mean, the spur of the moment, and you just feel like, no, I don't do this anymore, right? I mean, it happens to me a lot when I feel like I want to really buy stuff.
Yeah, then you just suddenly chicken out.
Yeah, just chicken out. So I had chicken out that night. By the next day, I texted me, they said it was downstairs. Wow. Now he came just, like a few minutes before close of business.
Okay.
So it was easy for him to come upstairs, come into my office. So he came upstairs to my desk, and I was like, nah, I'm not going to do this. And he was like, nah, we're going to do it. I mean, he put it in my head, and now I want to do it. So I told him where the staff restroom was.
Okay.
And he went there, and then I joined him. I mean, it was nice, right? I'm not going to go into details of sex, but it was nice. And the fact that there was just one female and one male restroom, I was a little bit bothered that somebody could come knock on the door to want to use the restroom and I'll still be in it with a guy.
Okay.
So I'm just going to imagine that she had to stand outside to wait for whoever was inside to come out. Then both of us will come out.
One female staff bathroom.
Yes,
and one male staff bathroom.
Yes.
And you guys occupied the female one.
Yes.
So ordinarily, if for some reason a colleague of yours wanted to use the restroom, and then like they knocked, so they would have to stand and wait, until whoever was inside here would come out, and then they can have access.
Yes, or they would probably have to want to use the customer's restroom.
That was a very big risk that you took, right?
I mean, it was very spontaneous. I'm not known for my spontaneity. I'm not a very spontaneous person, and I think I like that I had indulged in something like that because it was something I could talk about or something that I feel like, I could always relive memories.
Yeah.
Maybe sometime in the future. I know the funny thing, he made videos. He made videos of us in the restroom. I think that there's something that comes with when you're having sex in the wrong place.
Yeah.
And the fact that you know that you could just be caught.
Adrenaline, like
yes, all of that.
Yeah.
Yes, all of that. So he made it a lot interesting. I won't say it a lot interesting. We finished. Yeah, we actually finished, and then.
Please don't tell me you were caught.
No, I wasn't. And then we left. I went out to get dinner or late lunch.
Late lunch.
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk a bit about this person.
Okay.
So did the relationship start from the bank? Like since he was a customer, did you meet him at the bank? Did whatever relationship you guys had start at begin at the bank?
I'll just explain how I met him and how our relationship evolved to what it became.
Hello.
Explain how I met him and how our relationship evolved to what it became. So I met him on Facebook then, and a couple of months after maybe a year after my NYSC, I was doing some mega paying job where they were paying me basically maybe less than 100,000 naira. As of then, it wasn't like it was a bad thing, right? Fresh out of NYSC, earning about 80,000 naira. Wasn't bad money, to be very honest. But I wanted more for myself. I knew that I could do more. I knew that I could amount to more. So I talked to him, and I didn't even know that he could pull strings. I didn't know that he knew people. Helped me land an interview with the bank, the first bank I worked with. So when I got the job, I mean, it felt right that he was the person I was going to talk to about it. So in that time, I realized that I liked him. He always used to be available when I wanted him, right? So we used to always talk about random stuff, about everything, and we had like similar interests. So there are things that I liked that he also liked, and there are things that we could work on together, even aside my job. I think that he maybe liked me a bit, but sometimes I just couldn't tell. I couldn't. He used to give me mixed feelings.
He used to give you mixed feelings.
So I mean, today he's all over the place that he likes me, and then tomorrow he's just neither here nor there.
How were you handling that?
So how I used to handle it is that I'll recall back my shell, and we won't speak for a month. And then we'll get back speaking to each other again.
But you were sure you liked him?
Yes, I was sure I liked him. So one of the reasons why I thought that I was just going to maybe pause on how I felt was because I realized that the kind of life I wanted for myself was exactly different from what he also wanted for himself and maybe for me. So I'll just give you an instance. I always wanted to relocate to the Netherlands. And he in turn believed that whatever phase we were going through in Nigeria was going to eventually pass. But I mean, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, as compared to whatever it is right now. And I'm saying this from, I mean, this is 2024. Nothing is getting any better.
I mean, valid point.
Another reason is he thinks that people do not have to be exclusive. Right? And I believe that people who like each other should be exclusive for a large number of reasons. He knew that I liked him, but he used to be around a lot of women.
He was around a lot of women?
Yes.
For you guys, very sexual at this point?
Yes. But regardless, I like him.
But did you guys have a conversation around, I like you, I want us to be together? Or was it just you, I mean, like,
jealous? Castles in the air.
Maybe. Do you think he's one of those who fall under that school of thought? That probably because you guys haven't had sex, so there wasn't any official, joinder to say this is where we are and this is what we are.
So I don't think that was the case. I mean, to be fair, it's not like all the times that I liked him, I wasn't with other people. But I mean, other people, I was in relationships. But I mean, I didn't like them like
as much as you liked him.
This guy. So I was probably just maybe doing it out of spite. Or I would say, I mean, I had become of marriageable age at some point, right? And if I was going to get married to somebody, I had to get to know them. It's not like I did not know that he was sexually attracted to me too, but he just wanted to have me and have a lot of other women, and I did not think I wanted to do that.
I get it. So, for whatever reason, you guys now got to the point where you were sexually involved with each other.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about the first time?
So there are so many first times. So many first times. I'll just say the ones that I remember. So I'm not a spontaneous person. I mentioned this earlier. Apparently he is very spontaneous. But I remember the first time didn't happen in my house. It didn't happen in his house. I think it was in a hotel. We were just around, and I think we were having drinks in the reception, and I think it went, but it wasn't as memorable. I did not hold on to it, right? But with this guy, I've had sex in all of the weirdest places that I did not think. So I'm just a bedroom kind of girl, right?
That's you.
Yes. Let's go to the bed. Let's go to the room. Let's have sex. Let's indulge. Alright, but with this guy, I've had sex in the balcony. I've had sex in the car. I've had sex in a restaurant. restroom. I had sex in my office.
Hold on, rewind. Restaurant or restroom? Which?
Restaurant.
Restaurant. So the restroom of a restaurant.
Yes, yes.
You guys went for a dinner or what?
It was my birthday.
No way.
It was my birthday. I had guests outside and I was fucking in the restroom.
You're joking.
I'm not.
Your birthday.
Yes.
Birthday dinner, I'm guessing.
Yes, my birthday dinner.
So your friends were there.
Yes, my friends were there.
How did you guys get from the table to the restaurant?
So I think that as much as I think he's a psychopath, yes, because he wants to be multiple people, I think that he also tries to get territorial.
Okay.
So I had invited my friends for my birthday. I closed of work and we had gone to home restaurant in Lekki.
Okay.
So while we were there, he came, he saw flowers on his table.
Okay.
He knows that he did not get me flowers.
Okay.
So it meant that a man had gotten me flowers. And the man was there. He came to whisper stuff in my ear. So I stopped to excuse myself to go to a restaurant. I was wearing a skirt. Really nice.
You were wearing a skirt?
Yes, really nice skirt. And the next thing I turned my back and I see him trailing behind me.
Were you going to the restroom on your own, or like you guys had spoken about it and then you just decided, okay, let's take a walk?
Like I said, he had whispered stuff into my ear.
Okay.
And I mean, you know, I don't know, but when somebody likes you, or when you like somebody and they say stuff like that, I mean, maybe it just sends shivers down your spine,
okay.
or maybe butterflies in your belly and stuff like that. I think that I liked the idea when he mentioned it to me, in my ears.
Okay.
But I did not want to act like, okay, let's do it. You get.
Was the whisper, let's go to the restroom, or was it, I would like to do this? Like,
the whisper was sort of, you look hot in that skirt, I'd like to take it off.
Oh.
So something like that. So, I mean, it happened before my office, but when I put both events.
The sex on your birthday happened before the one in your office?
Yes, yes. But when I put both events together, I think that the dinner was the lost carrier. Maybe because I knew the number of people in my office, and maybe I just don't know. But for the dinner, I didn't know what to expect. They had guests.
Okay.
Right? So anybody could come and knock. Right? Yeah. And stuff like that. When you start to knock and nobody's coming, they go to get a staff.
Yeah.
Right? So that's, I didn't let him finish. I didn't let him finish for that. I didn't let him finish because, I mean, first off, it was really good. And then I remember that I had a party to go back to. I quickly, cleaned up myself.
Clean up and
then I went back to my party.
You guys went back together or?
Of course, I went back first.
Oh, okay.
And then he joined me later.
What was the energy on the table afterwards?
That's the weirdest part. Stay flexing my friend.
Ouch.
I think after the birthday part, we didn't speak for a couple of months. I mean, one of those incidents where we had to fight and...
That was pretty disrespectful.
Very. I don't know why I liked him, Sha. I don't know. Maybe because he brought out the bad girl that I didn't think that I had.
Are you happy he did?
Sometimes I am. I mean, I used to be very boring. Or I'm very boring. So when I hear people talk about their sexual experiences, I've been in a throuple, I've had threesomes, I've done this.
I've gone to orgies, sex.
I'm just very bland. I mean, even as little as, I've had sex in a car, I'm like, no, I've never done that.
Have you?
Yes, I have.
Courtesy of this guy?
Yes, this guy. So, I mean, he introduces a lot of firsts.
At this point, I should ask, where haven't you had sex?
I think that the most interesting for me, I mean, I wasn't scared or anything, it was raining one evening and I crashed at his place.
Okay.
He lives in a 2-bedroom flat somewhere in Victoria Island.
Okay.
They have this really nice space. So it was raining and it was my idea. And then I was like, let's go to the balcony and fuck.
So he had influenced you this much to the point where you were comfortable to even bring ideas to come around?
Yes. I mean, I was like, let's go to the balcony. And he's like, are you sure? Fuck it. It's past midnight. Let's just go, turn off the lights. It was electrifying. It was raining. And then we were having sex. It was so good.
So the happy boy in me is super excited to hear more. I want to hear more. I want to hear all of this.
Another time.
Okay.
I live in an apartment where we use an elevator.
Okay.
To get to your room or your house.
Lagos big girl.
You can say that again.
I mean, how many apartments in Lagos have like the Lagos?
I mean, I'm not saying it for you guys to guess. You can guess. I'm giving you guys
Lagos big
work.
girl. Yeah.
So one time we had gone out to just have drinks, and instead of going to his, we're heading back to mine. And then he was like, "No, let's not use the elevator. Let's use the stairs." They said he suggests things to me, and I'm like, "Let's not do it." And he's like, "No, I want to do this with you, so that I mean, even if you text you to some other guy, you remember that I'm your first person. I'm the first to do this with you." So that's why I think that he was very territorial. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I think that he was dominating. I think that's the word. So he wants to know that yes, we did this. I did this with you. I introduced you to this, right? So that I mean, I don't know the reasons why. Maybe because if you had suggested somebody else and the person asks you, "Have you done it before?" You're like, "Oh, yes."
Been there, done that.
Yeah, with some of that. Remember the person that you did it with, stuff like that. So, I'm like, why? I'm so tired. I'm not using the stairs. All I wanted to do really was just get to my room, have my bath and walk. But then I was like, no, let's use the stairs. A lot of people don't use the stairs. Everyone is on the elevator, why using the stairs? So we used the stairs. I wore a dress because we had gone out. Then when we got to maybe the third floor.
What floor was yours?
Fifth floor.
Fifth floor, okay.
I did on the fifth floor. He raised my dress.
Right on the stairway?
Yeah, right on the stairway. He asked me to bend, and he just... I mean, I was worried that somebody could just, I could be going down my room or coming upstairs.
Your apartment doesn't have cameras, like security cameras on the stairway?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so you guys were safe from that?
Yes, it doesn't.
So the only other worry you had was if for some reason someone else decides to...
Yes, it was pretty late at night. Maybe like just before midnight, but I was thinking, okay, you might be expecting a delivery.
Yeah.
What if we had people in the apartment that were sleeping with each other, right? And you just want to sneak out of your room to another person's room. No, people do this a lot now.
Yeah.
And then I'm stuck on the first floor with a raised dress, and they're giving me back shots.
Very detailed description. Thank you for that.
So it was good.
So if he prepositions a threesome, would you jump on it?
No.
Or have you guys had one before?
No. He has proposed it a couple of times. I mean, too many times to count.
Have you been with another woman?
No, I haven't been with a woman before.
So
because I just feel like I could get attracted to women. I feel like
it's a case of spaghetti is always straight until you meet hot water.
Something like that.
So that was going to be a hot water event.
Yes, it was going to be a hot water event for me. So I just said I'll just stick to what I know.
What is holding you back from exploring that option? Since you already know you have the tendencies.
My mother. Please, my mother. It's enough reason to want to stick to the regular.
You're here talking about these experiences. There's a broad smile on your face. Because I'm sure as you're talking about it, you're remembering, like you're having flashbacks.
Yes.
Was he at any point toxic?
So he was never particularly toxic to me, except the fact that I mentioned that he was emotionally insensitive. I won't even say abusive.
Okay.
I think that I aided him to treat me like that. The reason why our relationship thrived, the reason why I've known him so long, I probably just started having sex maybe, I said I've known him for almost a decade. I probably started having sex maybe like 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
Was because we were more friends than whatever.
Sexual partners.
Yes. So.
Are you guys still together?
When you say it's still together.
Do you guys still talk?
We still talk.
Do you guys still have sex?
So I said I was going to abstain from sex. So
personal decision.
Yes, personal decision. So, anyways, aside that, I'm just trying to say that in the last almost 10 years, his line of work is something that I've always been interested in.
Okay.
Even though I know that I didn't want to have a career in it.
Okay.
Yes. So he always used to say that I used to always help him. Right. Okay. This is not about him, it's about me.
Yes.
But then I know that he's always telling me that, I'm really good at this, and he wanted me to actually kickstart something for myself.
Okay.
But with my 9 to 5 or with my 8 to 5, I don't think that I have it in me to add anything extra.
Anything extra?
Yeah, so if he wanted my help, during work hours. I mean, I could always do something for him, or maybe during the weekend, I could always help him. So since we had a lot of similarities, a lot of things in common, our friendship is able to thrive on these things. So even in the times when we fall out because of my expectations or maybe something that happened sexually. Another reason why he's hitting me up is, oh, I'm doing this and I know you're going to be interested. I need your idea. What are your suggestions? What are your opinions? Do you get stuff like that? I'm back again.
So both of you have this energy that is already functional and is valid, but you have expectations of him emotionally and sexually, right? Sexually in the sense that you want it to be exclusive between the both of you. Emotionally, you want a bit more commitment.
Okay.
Now, since it looks like you're not having this, is it a terrible idea to lower expectations, not your standard?
Alright, so the reason why, I'll say it again, the reason why I haven't blocked him completely or left him.
You consider that?
Of course, several times.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to that. The reason why I haven't blocked him all the while is because, yes, I have lowered expectations of him. I don't concern myself with whatever he's doing with himself while I'm not in the picture.
Okay.
I want to, I mean, it's not a lot of expectations.
Okay.
I want to know that, I know that you cannot offer me what I want.
Which is?
Exclusivity.
Okay.
If you cannot offer me what I want, allow me get it from somewhere else.
He's not?
Yes.
So he doesn't want you to be with another person?
Yes.
And he doesn't want to keep you at the same time?
Yes. So it feels like he's monitoring me.
Do you still like him?
I still like him. It's either here or there. I still like him.
I mean, who wouldn't after everything you guys have been together?
I mean, but I don't think I liked him like I used to like him before.
So the feelings are winning.
I'm a lot older now. And I realized that, I mean, what I had, Shiggy rather, I saw in the beginning, I didn't deserve it.
This guy exposes you to all the spontaneous, crazy fantasies. Have you had any of these experiences with any other person?
No, I haven't.
So he's literally the only person you've been out and about with?
Yes, so I think that, so if there's maybe been any constant in my life in maybe almost last 10 years, it's been him.
Okay.
I know that, like I said, we fight a lot, but I mean, he's just always been there.
So where are you at right now? Like, if it comes to say, okay, I want this, like I've sorted out my demons, and I think I'm ready for this.
I hope that I'm not in a place where I have to accept him.
You hope you're not in a place where you have to accept him?
Yes.
So mentally, you've checked out?
Not exactly, not like I've checked out, but what's that? I've been waiting for you for this long, and then you now come and tell me that. What am I?
Valid, but people grow at different times.
I don't care. This guy is in his 40s.
It takes a process. So again, this is just me playing the devil's advocate. It takes a process between when it becomes a butterfly and when it was a larva.
Okay.
Or an egg. Yeah, egg larva.
So what if in all those developmental stages I had gotten married?
I mean, shit happens, yeah? So if you had gotten married, but I mean, you're not, which is why we're having this conversation.
Okay.
So I'm saying, if for some unexplainable reason, he walks up to you and says, listen, I've sorted out whatever trauma or whatever issues I've had with myself, and I'm no longer interested in whoring. I'm no longer interested in being out there on the streets of Lagos.
I don't know. By that time come. I don't know what I'm going to do, to be very honest. So I think that I find him very weird. He likes to watch people. I think he's something he calls a voyeur.
Yeah, a voyeur.
He likes to watch people have sex. He doesn't mind.
He doesn't mind to sit back and just watch people have sex. Have you?
A couple of times he has asked me to indulge, but I find it very awkward.
Okay, so you're not a voyeur.
Because I don't want people to watch me.
Valid.
So no, not. I'm very simple. I'm just straightforward. But he's not. And that's the reason why I think that we're a match. I used to think that we're a match because I mean, it doesn't have to be like-minded or like-minded.
But then you enjoy the complexities that he brings.
Sometimes.
And credit to him, at least you've explored, you've come out of the shell, you've done things that you ordinarily wouldn't have done. if not for him.
But who am I saying this to?
Blessing in disguise. You're talking about him.
I mean, this is good to start and end. I won't go and tell my mom now that.
Wow. So, guys, it's been an intriguing, engaging, entertaining conversation with my guests. I really had a good time. The army boy in me, jumped right out, and I enjoyed every bit and every piece of this conversation. I really appreciate you coming around.
Thank you.
Thank you.